So I probably shouldn't be holding a knife like that, right? Okay, so I thought maybe I'd do a closer look at garlic. Since garlic is so fundamental to cooking, I thought I'd do a little closer look because that was pretty cursory in my last video. So let's just have a closer look at garlic. Okay, so you've got your, I kind of like, I did that thing where I like got all the yucky parts, or not yucky, they're not yucky, they're natural. I got all the dry parts off the garlic and then I've separated it into various cloves here. So just to go over the garlic again, so you've got the bottom part that was kind of like connected to the base of the head of the garlic. I might have said clove earlier wrong. I do that, I say clove instead of head and the other way around. Anyways, big one, little one. So where the little one is connected to the big one, save that for cutting it last. And then using a paring knife, I turn it over onto the rocky edge and I cut off the outside, and then instead of cutting all the way through, I kind of just hold that part down and peel that part off. Did you see how I did that? And then rocky side down again, you know, then cut off just a little nubbin on the end there and do the same thing and try to like peel it off. I hesitated for demonstrational purposes, but if you don't hesitate, you can get really good at it. But see, this is actually a teaching moment because there's, well, you can't see because I'm doing this with a laptop, but there's little bits of the skin all left, so you can pick a corner and just slice ever so, you know, ever so little off of that corner, and then you've got an avenue through which to, see, peel off. Oh, look, and it came off in a big chunk, which is awesome. And so then little tiny bit left, and there you go. Beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. So I'll do it one more time, a little bit faster. And so cut off the little end, peel. Cut off the bigger end, peel. And then right down that guy. And then, okay, there we go. So here we have six. We have 6 cloves of garlic, and that's pretty great. And just for purposes of time, always an issue, I'm just going to show you how I do with the garlic once I've got a bunch of them. And that will work with this many, or it will work with that many, maybe not that many. But anyway, so here's what we do. Just big, full chunks at first, like this. Great big chunks, and go like that. Scrape them in with the dull side. And then some of this business right here. There you go. There we go. Oh, and multitasking. I'm terrible at multitasking, but a little one you can do is like, oh, I'm hearing my onions. They came into my consciousness, so I'm just gonna give those a stir. They need one, right? Oh, those are really looking good. Really looking good. And then you come back and those are good. So, you know, like every few minutes, just give those guys a stir. And then, can you see that? You see that? Like this. Like that. You just have to be the boss of the garlic. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Be the boss of the garlic. That garlic needs to do what you want it to do. And so you just work it out. Just work it out. That guy got a revolutionary there. Unfortunately, this is not a democracy garlic, and you are going in my soup at the size that I want you to go into. So I'm gonna just do this very carefully. No one is ever gonna tell you to do this, but I just am careful because I'm a grown-up, and so are you guys. So I hope. And so you just have to be really careful when you run your finger along a knife. Keep it like curvy like that, and then do. See? So okay, more of this, more of this, more of this. Going really fast like that. Chopping it up so hard, but not really hard. I'm just trying not to. You don't want to have a death grip on the knife. You just want to hold the knife. And I really recommend a chef's knife like this. I love cooking with them. So more of this. And as you can see, the motions are getting smaller because my garlic isn't so big. The motions are getting smaller. The garlic is getting smaller, not a coincidence at all. And look at that. See see that, hey? A little more. That's great. And then again, careful, careful. And if you don't feel safe doing that, do what you feel safe doing, like using other sort of implements like a butter knife or whatever you gotta do. Okay, and then in the pot. Now, typically, I start all my soups in the pot that I'm gonna cook the soup in. If you watched my How to Start Soup video, you probably saw that it was in this pan right here, because I'm doing it all at once. The reason I did that is because I'd made bacon in that pan, but I pretty much, yeah, you can see most of the grease I got out of there, and I just spatulaed it into here with that spatula. Okay, so that's how you do the garlic, as much as you need. All right then.